Well, I went the wrong direction. How about we rewind? We'll go back. Missed that last turn at Albuquerque. Yeah, what's up, Doc? Holy smokes! We missed the turn. Alright. Somebody wasn't paying attention. We're going to the sawmill. That's a left turn here, guys. Left turn. Which has to be done on this switch, not that one. There we go. Now we're lined. Doo-doo. There it is. There's the music. Let's go. That'll get a little old in a while. Got all the beans going now. Hey guys, this is BearJangles. Just doing some running. Recording some playthrough, having a little bit of fun after the Chiefs walloped their opponent tonight. The Bears, I guess kind of my namesake actually. Gotta switch the switch. Didn't do so well, but that's alright because I'm definitely a Chiefs fan. Being as how I'm in Kansas City. Now we can make our way up into the sawmill area. Playing on a modified map. This is my Pecos Central map, whereby I have pulled all of the industries except for the sawmill away from their original places and put them in the Central Valley area, around a little town I like to call Pecos. Why? I don't know why. I just chose it. Pecos Central sounded cool, so that's what I went with. That is the reason why. There's the mystery solved right there. I'll pull forward, throw this thing in reverse, and then I will scramble back to... oh, wrong direction. Scramble back, see if I can get that switch flipped. Switch flip. You thought that was just in skateboarding. Oh no, that's flip switch. Is it? What? Anyway. Yeah. Gonna back up through here. Make our way around the U to the other side. Past the logging train. Looks like I don't have any more logs floating on the pond, so it's time to run a logging run. 0 out of 100 logs in the pond. Forgot to whistle to warn everybody that I am all alone here on this map, so it's not like I really am in danger of running somebody over, but hey, let's keep it realistic. Alright, tell you what we need to do. Before we do any loading, let's throw a break here and let's, by the magic of the teleportation telegraph system, transport ourselves through the wires up here to the iron mine, and we'll see we have 0 lumber 0 beams. So we basically need twice as much lumber as beams. A little bit less than twice as much, but that's the idea. So yeah. So there we're overlooking the little valley. And you can see the lumber camp. There's the ironworks that'll be used eventually. There's the main little town. Over there you can see the oil field sticking up. So, yep. And then barely on that hill over there, right where my cross line is the coal mine. So, alright, let's jump right back down to the sawmill. Let's pick up lumber and beams. I have 6 cars. We will do 3 lumber and 2 beams. Keep it in reverse, back her up just a little bit more so I can get some beams on board. Choo 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 chugga 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 choo choo. There we go. That'll stack some beams on and we'll let that stack some lumber on. I don't think that one will do anything but drop it on the ground, so we'll wait on that one. And we'll go a little bit of a hurry up formation there. As soon as it drops it, I'll click it, it'll bring it back, and then I'll click it again, and it'll drop another one. Or grab another one. Alright, we're gonna go back a little bit more. Load again. I'm going to load again. I just can't wait to get on the load again. Hopefully that will drop it in the... Oh, miracle of miracles. Not only does it drop it from above the gap to the smaller, but it also resizes the beams at the same time. That is amazing. The technology in this game that does want me to help it out though, because it's not sure that it's supposed to be dropping beams in the gap there. That's okay. We'll help it out just a little bit. It's alright. Now we're gonna pull it forward and we'll get to the more lumber. Forward. March. You can do it. I know you can. I think you can. I know you can. I think you can. A little bit heavy for that, for this little porter. Maybe I have some brakes on. I need to check these cars. That shouldn't be that bad. I'll get this started. Let's check. Do we have some brakes on? No. 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 What do you think? Is it the Caboose? Does the Caboose have brakes on? Nope. Well, it's just a freaking heavy load. Go figure. Okay, let's see. 9,325 pounds. 9,325 pounds. 59, 52, 59. Oh, whoa. That one's 89. Oh, this one's not fully loaded. 89.28, 89.28. So we're gonna have 4 at 89.28, plus the weight of the cars. How much do these cars weigh? The cars weigh 2,310 pounds. So we'll just round that up to 9,000 pounds plus, what did we say? Man, I've got such a short memory. 2,300. Okay. So 9,000. Well, that's 80 less. So 8,900 plus 2,300 is 10,020. No, 10,000. Oh my gosh. I cannot math here. Okay. Yeah. If we rolled that to 9,000 and we added 2,300 to it, that would be 9, 10, 11,300 pounds. So somewhere around 11,300 pounds per is, yeah, that's a little bit of weight. Times 6, because I think the others weigh just about the same. Hung, you can do it. I believe in you. There you go. Alright, what's this one weigh? 9,325. 8,000, so, alright, so basically 12,300 pounds for those, and about 13,000 some odd pounds for these, so yeah. It's a heavy train. No, I'm not going to do all the math. I would need to get a calculator. I am too tired to math that much. But let's just round it to average between all 6 of them. We can do that real easy, right? 12,500 pounds. So 12,500. Let's just do 13 because then we'll be on the high side. So 13,000 pounds times 6. So that's 60,000, right? 10 times 60 plus 18,000. So 78,000 pounds is what our little load is, and our porter gives us around 2,500 pounds of tractive effort, I believe. 2,870 pound-foot of tractive effort. Alright, here we go. Regulator full, all the way on, brake is off. It's going to start out slow, and I'm going to come up here and line this switch. Try not to get my toe ran over. Yeah, she's feeling her weight. Still feels suspiciously like there's a brake on somewhere. Oh, there is a brake on. I must have missed that one the first time. Like, man, I thought that should have more get up and go. I feel better about it now. That helps. Haha. Now we're cooking with Crisco. That makes the best fried chicken, by the way. No, I did not keep right, but I know there's no other trains coming, so don't need to worry about passing anybody right now. That is a short passing sighting too, but that's about all the room we have for one here actually, so I guess it works. Make another one on that end of the Y. Going to the right, to the schmelter. Except for we're going past the schmelter. We're going to go down to the iron mine yard. To the southern yard of Pecos Central. That means, oops, don't want to go reverse, but that means I do want to get this switch if I can get it, so I don't have to go through there. That'll throw us over. Yay. I got it, the switch. I mean, I could have gone through there, but don't need to. Technically going through there would have been good, but this is not it. That's actually going technically into an industry. And this is the main line. All the signs in the world. I wish they let you put text on both sides of the signs. My water level's down to 75. I need a water tower. Alright. We're going to have to go back to the main yard to take advantage of the water tower. After this little transfer job is done. Hey, I'm coming into the yard. That is the set of cars we're going to transfer to. I really should have been on the other side of these though. We won't stay long. We'll transfer and move out so that we won't be in the way of all the other traffic that doesn't exist on this server while I'm playing by myself. Alright. Did you know that if you park cars side by side and you walk up to them, you get the unloading and the arrow, you can transfer the load. John Robertson. It is amazing. Very good. Look how effortlessly I just tossed those heavy loads of lumber. I had to use a crane at the yard, but that's because I didn't want to embarrass anybody there by the super strength that I have, because I can just, right out here in the open, in the middle of this little train yard, I can just walk up here and with brute force and a little Jedi mind trick, go. Oh, look at that. That went diagonal. That was not funny. Okay, Clarice. Thanks a lot for putting it on the wrong one. That means I need to pull forward. Hopefully it's going to let me put it on the right one. I need to pull forward one car. Alright, here we go. Brake. Went the wrong direction. I'll go forward a little bit further. We're not quite aligned. I had this happen to me earlier today. Alright. Let us see what is going to happen. What is the happening, man? There we go. Beauty. Beauty. Now, this consist is loaded and ready for the Pico Central Missy Lou here, my 042240 Fairly version of a Porter 2 to take this up the hill to the mine. I think this time I'm going to try. I'll unhook the caboose because this is a closed loop going, or closed track going up to the mine. We don't need a caboose. We don't need no stinking caboose. I think this time I will try to hook up the ore carts and take them up with us as well. But these two have been sitting here for a while, so they need some wood added. 99%. Left mouse button, right mouse button, and close the hatch. Alright, so while those heat up, I am going to take this thing back to the main yard so I can I need that switch flipped. I need to be able to go get some water in the boiler, for the boiler. So we will align with the Y, and we will go back to the main yard. Oh, you know what? Haha, I can drive straight to the main yard if I do it this way. We'll back up past the Y and come down through it, because there is a line that runs through the oil field around back to the main yard. And it is a one-way line, and that is the direction that it goes. So, in reverse, we are going backwards. 1, 2, 3. 3 whistles for backwards. I'll be back, Missy Lou. Get ready for that big push up the hill. A little bit of driving music. Throw in reverse. Flip that switch. That was kind of good timing. I totally planned that. Haha. Something interesting that I noticed. My dad always smiled crooked. He smiled crooked because he had a horrible car accident when he was in his early or mid-20s that broke his jaw and ripped skin off his face, and he impaled his little Nash Metropolitan car on the end of a bridge abutment when the rails, those C-channel big steel rails, before they were ever buried in the ground, he fell asleep at the wheel, and that C-channel came up under the steering column and hit him in the face and nearly killed him. But anyway, so he always smiled crooked, and I noticed watching myself back on stream that I smile crooked, but I've never been hit in the face with a bridge rail. So I wonder if growing up around my dad, if I just kind of copied his mannerisms, you know, I don't know, maybe. I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. My dad was a good guy. So I'll carry a little bit of him with me when I smile. And yes, it might actually look like I've been hit in the face with the bridge rail. I'm not that beautiful. But no such thing has happened in my life. Alright, switch needs to be aligned. Let's slow down just a little bit. Slow down to switch line and speed. I'll run up ahead and line the switch. Oh, you know what? We're going for water. We don't want to line that switch. I'm used to coming through here and going to the, heading over to the lumber area. Lumber camp. Woo-woo. I'm used to coming through here and going to the right to the lumber camp, but actually what we want to do is go to the left. We'll pull out into the front of the yard and then back up and go to the water tower right over there. And I will have to drop cars. So, we will leave the cars on this siding, because once again, I'm the only one running around on the server right now, so they will not be in the way. So we will unhook. And then we will. Come on. Hello. There you go. So Railroads Online does this peculiar thing where it doesn't matter if you have 5% brake on or 100% brake on, it just does 100% brake. So even though it looked like most of the brake was off, and I should have been able to overcome that friction with the powerful engine in this thing, nothing doing, because yeah, the brakes are all or nothing at the moment. But it's a work in progress, right? Alright, let's look at our switches. and see what we have lined. Do we want to go left here? I want to go another left. And then I need to go right. Oh, no. No, go left. Go right. Because then I'll come down this track and then go left and line up for the water tower. Hey, that's it. Water tower, here I come. Water tower. Break. Rather, sir. Not quite yet. Water tower. And then we'll walk out here, open the water door, and I will attempt to bring the water tower thingamabob down and over. Pour water. And kinda going in there. Let's see. Help. Let's see. We'll get inside and see if it's going up. Is the water level going up? No, it's going down. The water's going down. My water tower is not close enough. Okay, I have a complaint. I'm pretty sure that this is the water tower that comes here by a standard. Okay then. Well, let's stop wasting water. Let's see if it lets me delete and reset this water tower. What are the odds? Demolish. Nope. See, so this track and this water tower are set here by, like, that's how the game does it. And the porter, this porter is one of the locomotives that is actually in the game. So it must be short because I'm not perfectly in line with it. Let's try that. I will line up a little better and see if that makes a difference. Some of you probably are already screaming at me saying that was the problem in the first place. And yes, I failed to get on the brakes. Alright. That's almost perfectly in line. Let's turn off the demolishing tool. There we go. And let's see if we can bring it down. No, not in the spark arrestor. Not there. If I raise it, that should get me above it a little better. Oh my gosh, are we actually going inside now? Yes, we are. Yay! Now let's see. Yes, our water level is going up. Hallelujah. It's a miracle. Well, go figure. Look. See, it actually was my fault, not Railroads Online's fault. It lines up perfectly when you do it right. Listen, the whole thing about my my channel, my video vlogging or gameplay is that I obviously know nothing. I am ignorant when it comes to the world of railroading, and I am learning. So today I learned that the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, especially one that's going to be perpendicular from the straight out instead of at an angle. So there we go. Water levels coming up. I think this thing starts around like 500, so this has been driven a lot. Yes, we made quite a few trips. So while that takes its time filling, I could just leave it there. These water towers fill up on their own automatically. I could just leave it drowning. We'd be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Hey, look, I can walk through doors. It's like I'm Jesus or something. Walk through walls. It's also possible to open them. Now there's a noise, a door opening noise when I do that, but nothing's happening. Wait, Oh my gosh. Oh no, it's fuel. I thought when it said left mouse button pick up fuel, I thought I could open up the window for a moment. There, that door opens up. You know, what I'm disappointed on is that evidently I am too fat. Although, if you look at John Robertson, it looks like he should be able to squat down to get in there. But when you press the squat button, watch this. I can squat, right? But it doesn't let me walk in because what actually happens is that even though it changes my camera height, here I'm pressing the squat button. John Robertson never actually squats. Evidently, you just go from looking at your eyeballs to looking at your belt buckle. Yeah, that's all you're doing. It's eyeballs, belt buckle, eyeballs, belt buckle, eyeballs, belt buckle. So yeah, interesting fact. Should go tell the Fletchers, the law office. I want to file a complaint. I am anatomically incorrect. I, for some reason, have this habit of just looking out my belt buckle instead of actually crouching. I can jump. He's got this amazing jump. I mean, he actually jumps almost as high as his head. So, like the video of the guy I watched who jumped up out of the swimming pool onto the, he was like crouching in the water, up to his neck, and he just jumps right up out of the swimming pool. Anyway, that could be John Robertson. How much water? 300. Man, we were really low. We were about to run out of water. It would have been devastating. Notice that the water's a little chunky. Every now and then a ball of water falls out. That's how Railroads Online keeps track of actually how much stuff is going in. Is it drops this object and it counts the objects, I guess, because the water is actually just falling right out the bottom. Just right out the bottom. But evidently the balls of water, they stay in the tank. Yeah, that's got to be what's happening. That has got to be it. We're looking pretty good. Getting above 400 now. That's got to do it, right? We'll just hang it back up here. That does it pretty well. Of course, as much as it rains, I probably could just install a funnel right there and use some of that, but I won't. Oh, look, the fuel is out, so I'm going to have to open the door. Left mouse button, right mouse button, close of the door. Alright, let's do this without using the interface. This is going to be difficult. Alright, here we go. We're going to go, this is forward, brake is off, and add some power. 59%, that's a lot. Alright. Belt buckle, eyeballs. Belt buckle, eyeballs. I need a button that allows me to see out about my rib cage. But nope, it's just belt buckle or eyeballs. I can lean with and put my head through the wood. So that helps a lot. And then I can lean and put my head through the wood over here. So that's really useful. The lean my head through the wall method. And we'll shut off the regulator and throw it into reverse and then give it some more regulator. And I'm going to come back and flip a switch. And I'm going to get in and turn the regulator off. Give the old Johnson bar a push back to forward in case I need to do that. Give ourselves a little bit of brake, although we all know that, see, look at that. I only gave it 15% brake, and what did it do? It stopped immediately. So, yeah, pull the Johnson bar back to reverse. Give ourselves about 3%. How about that? 3% should be good, right? And we get going, then we can just shut it off. And we'll just let ourselves back up here. Control. Go back forward, please. Forward. Thank you. Cylinder cocks. Let the steam out. And we'll go. Alright, yay, hey, look at that. We did it the old-fashioned way on a computer with the mouse pulling fake handles. That feels like it's going really fast. Look, I'm doing like 75, but that's not it. That's actually the pressure, because we were out of fuel for long enough that our boiler pressure went down. But now that our water temperature is at 110, I'm assuming that's Celsius, then we are creating steam and our boiler pressure is coming back up. Now we'll take this whole menagerie. Well, you know what? While we're on our way, we might as well just go to the sawmill and load back up one more time, shouldn't we? Hello, Pecos. Owned by the general Pecos General Store in the livery stable there. Oh, will I be able to do it at this speed? Oh, I think I did. Yes, I did. Look at that. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Yes! Felt like I was hanging on and kind of doing that pushing with my foot with like a skateboard thing, trying to, like Marty McFly and out beside the car and Back to the Future and trying to not get run over and then reach out and flip the switch on the... Yeah, I mean, it was... Whew, man, that was harrowing. If we go to the left there, or to the right here, coal mine, but we're not. We're going to the sawmill. To the sawmill. The lumber mill. We mill lumber. We don't mill saws there. I don't know why. Oh, hey. Got another switch. Yes! Eat your heart out, Marty McFly. I can hang out the side of a train and flip a switch. So yeah, this is a sawmill. It's not a lumber mill. We evidently mill saws here, but I do get lumber out of it, so whatever. Whatever. There's number one. That's actually the Betsy that came as part of the new level. You know, like when you start a fresh game, a new game, it always gives you a Betsy. That's the Betsy that came with the new level. Brake, reverser, regulator. We'll turn the regulator on 20% so I can get a chance to run back here. Flippy switch. Man, deja vu all over again. At least we still have plenty of lumber on the other side, so getting logs is not like the most dire thing right now, but I will have to take some time to make some log runs. I think I need to buy, like, there's only 4 log cars there, so I need to get at least 2 more so I can have 6. Wouldn't you agree? I would agree, thank you. Thank you for agreeing with my agreements. I'm in agreement with myself. I very rarely argue with myself. Now this time, last time we did 4 and 2, this time we'll do 3 and 3, so that way we'll be just slightly more than half and half on the lumber. A little bit more lumber than we are beams, because up there right now it could take 50 beams and 30 lumber, so we're almost twice. Am I going too far? Going too far. Too far. Gone too far. This is a railroad too far. So does that make sense if we do like half and half? No? Well, it makes sense to me. Works in my brain. We'll use them no matter what. Bingo bango. We'll go into hurry up mode here. just by watching it to drop one, and then I can click it, bring it back suddenly, and then click it and make it start loading again. Look at that. Miracle of science, ladies and gentlemen. Now the question is, if I do this one, will it load to the left? It's probably just going to drop it on the ground and waste a set of beams. We'll find out. Yeah, it just wasted those. That's okay. That's fine. They'll be fine. They'll become part of the railroad. Okay, so I can pull forward. No, forward. Forward. Yeah, that's the thing with the reverser in the forward position. Brake, 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 stop, stop, brake, brake, stop. And we're too far forward. Now we're too far forward. All completely going to criminy here. That'll about do it. That means I can start loading there, and I can come and load here. Yeah, it'll probably do it. It's lined up halfway, so it should drop it. Yeah, we did it. It's science. It's science. And that'll be the last one there. This one needs one more here. And then I can pull forward. Uno más, por favor. Slowly forward. We're down to 12 lumber here. Definitely need to get some more logs. Definitely need more logs. I'm getting ready to use 6 of that 12. We got 31 beams. See, here's the problem. That's your problem right there. But the problem is that we use more lumber than we use beams because of the nature of the game. But it doesn't let me control. When I throw logs in the pond here, it doesn't let me say, hey, make only lumber, or make only beams, or give me this ratio. No, it just does whatever ratio it darn well pleases. Yep, it just basically flips me the family-friendly middle finger and says, I'll do it like I want to do it. And you'll like it. And I do. I like it. I love it. I absolutely love it. I come back for more. Time and time again. I need to flip a switch. You are lined. Let's go Pecos Central. I don't have a name on this one. This one's just Pecos Central. Oh my gosh. We need to rename this one. I'll have to get in Railroad Studio. Alright, give me a comment. Comment below if you're watching this. What should I rename this porter? Keep it family friendly. There is a naming convention I'm using. I'm doing double, like, female names. Like, I've got Missy Lou, Tilly Mae, Jenny Lynn. So, you know, something like Betty Sue, something like that. Barbara Dawn, I don't know. That'd be way too big to actually put on there, too many letters. So, yeah. Patty K. I don't know. I'm fresh out of thoughts about people's names, ladies' names. Listen to that professional whistling there, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, hobos and ants. Cross-eyed mosquitoes, or no, hobos and tramps. Cross-eyed mosquitoes and bow-legged ants. I stand before you, not behind you, to address you, not undress you, and tell you something that I know absolutely nothing about. Early this morning, late last night, 2 dead boys got up to fight. Back to back, they faced each other, pulled their guns, and stabbed each other. If you don't believe me, let's see. An empty dump truck ran down the alley in front of the house and ran over one of the boys. I'm not remembering it all now. Something about if you don't believe me, ask the blind preacher, he saw it too, or something. Yeah. MrBearJangles, that's me. My phone keeps waking up. I keep looking over it because it suddenly comes awake. It is now 10 p.m. Time for my daily thankfulness. I am thankful for lumber. If it weren't for lumber, I wouldn't have a house to live in. I wouldn't have a job because I use lumber almost every day on my job. So that makes me thankful for trees. And without trees, all this carbon dioxide wouldn't turn back into oxygen, so we wouldn't be able to breathe. There we go. That was my thankfulness moment. You've been enlightened by my thankfulness this evening. Got another switch up here. Keep wanting to get on the very front of the train to get that switch. It just doesn't let me get up there. Alright, this one I want to go to the middle track with. Because last time, and because this is going to sit here for a little while, so we don't want it on this track, because this track, it'll foul the ability to use the runaround. So we want it here on the middle track, I believe. Yes, that's the open track. Middle track, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, I'm here. Well, those have been sitting there boiling away for a little while. They probably have used up all that lumber, all that wood that I put in the firebox. It's probably already burned out again, but should have plenty of heat in the box. So even if the wood's burned out, we should have. Just walking across the top of the beams, that's all. So yeah, all the wood burned out, so I'll add some more. But the firebox is still hot because it hadn't been long enough for it to cool down, which means that we are going to have plenty of steam, boiler pressure, yep, water temperature is good. Alright, so I want this one to be going in forwards with no brake. I want this one to be going in reverse. Also no brake. And give me just a little bit, just a few beans. Now if I was running, if I was running the extended, I would be able to run this without worry about. I could sync the I could tell the two engines to sync to each other, and they would both automatically run synchronous. I actually don't need the second one running right now because we're on flat land, so I'm going to turn that one off, and we'll just use this one for now until we start going up the hill. So the plan is to pull forward and to back up and pick up those empty cars and take the whole thing up the hill, drop the lumber off, and pick up some iron ore and come back down. So go back up with lumber, come back down with iron ore. And it's storming. Beautiful. Wonderful timing. Beautiful storm. Just beautiful. Billions and billions of raindrops falling on our head. Now we will go on this side, turning it into a forward machine, And this one needs to become a backwards machine with no brake. And all we need is about need a 4 mile an hour run here. I'll get out and run down and make sure there's a link and pin. Link, pin, and we are good. Brake is on. That might be a problem. How about brake? Brake. Turn off the regulator. Turn on the brake. There we go. Pushing it backwards. Alright then. Let's try this one more time. Go a little bit forward. Feel like we're running backward. Oh, I had it in reverse. No wonder we're running backwards. The storm's confusing me, I tell you. That's what it is. Does that sound like a valid excuse? I certainly do not suffer from insanity because I do enjoy every moment of my insanity. Alright, that looks good. We're going to want that one to be going in forward and give it a few beans. And we can just turn that one off. I think we'll be good. Because all we want to do is get past the this this switch that's behind us, so we got a little ways to go. Hopefully this has got a long enough lead out. I've never put this long of a train up the hill yet, so we'll find out. I think this may just barely have a long enough lead out back there. Yeah, it'll do it. It'll do it. It'll be fine. It'll be just fine. Brake, regulator. Alright, run forward and flip a switch. And then tally-ho up the hill, giving it all the beans. We want this one to be in reverse. Yes, reverse. No brake. Give me a completely full regulator. This one's in forward. No brake. And up we go. Isn't that a sight to behold? That is actually really loud. Chugga chugga. Uh-oh. You know what? I am breaking protocol. I have no lights on. Headlight. Turn the lights on. No, just the headlight. There we go. Oh, now we got lights on. I feel better about it already. Uh-oh, folks, it's slowing down. Is it going to be able to handle it? 12 miles an hour. Let's make sure that we're at 100% regulator, no brake, 100% reverse, no brake, Do we have a brake on here? Let's see. Let's make sure we don't have a brake on. Those mine carts might have had a brake on. Oh, look at that. There was a brake on. No brake. No brake. That'll help us. It's not like this is dangerous or anything. Good. That was a problem. Slowed us all the way down to 9 miles an hour. But I think we're going to be fine now that I got that brake turned off. Look at that. Look at that. Let's make a screen grab of that. Wow, I don't know what happened there, but this is still faster than the Shay. The Shay only went up the hill at 7 miles per hour, so we're actually doing alright. And if I wouldn't have had that brake on, probably would have stayed a little faster. But having that brake on really slowed us down when we started up the hill. Lesson learned. I don't think I have any other brakes on. I don't want to fall off the very back of this. Whew. Haha, made it. John Rorodson has just a smidge of a death wish. Maybe. I don't know. Alright. I think I can take that one to nothing and go back to this one, let this one finish the job, maybe. No, I can't. No, I can't. Ha ha ha. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. We'll be able to start going uphill. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Let's push. I'm pushing. I'm pushing. Just got to get up over the hill. I know I did it. I pulled the plug too soon. I'm sorry. Look at all that weight. I left 78,000 pounds waiting to roll back down the hill, plus whatever the weight of that is, and these two. Yeah, like 120,000 pounds just waiting to fall back down the hill. That was a little bit stupid of me. I apologize. I should have just weaned this one off rather than all the way to 0. But, we made it. I learned my lesson. Alright, that was unfortunately not the track that I wanted to be on. Alright, brake. Let's reverse, I guess, and I'll go ahead and drop these beams off. We'll get rid of some of this weight. Because I'm going to have to back up and get on the other track. Drop the beams off. Did it count the beams? It did count the beams. Yay. Alright, counted the beams. I'm going to have to back up. And now that's going to start going down the hill. So I need that one going that way. switch the switch. And then we'll pop this one in forward gear, take the brake off, and hope that it'll start moving forward. Reverser, regulator. Brake was on at 7% on that. Look at that. See what I mean? Just 7% brake, and it was overcoming all of that, like almost 6,000 pounds of tractive effort, plus 60,000 pounds of weight. Now we should be on fairly flat ground, so this should work out just fine and easy. Just want to slow its roll. Whew. Man, I might get struck by lightning up here. Yes. Unload the lumber. The wet lumber. Alright, lumber's unloading. Now we'll come back forward. Or back up. Depends on which quarter that you're in. And I'm going to do something that probably will incite a riot. But I am just going to open this up and let it pour. And then move my train. And I know there's people that hate that because it wastes some coal in between the boxes. But I hate having to get out and get back in and get out and get back in. And I don't have anybody to spot me, and so it can be a real pain in the rear to get that there. It's full. Not too bad. 3. Yes, it does. Probably takes a little longer doing it this way, but then at least I'm not having to get out and back in all the time. 4, 5. One more. Right in the end, 6. Oh look, I didn't even waste any. The next one did fall in there. That was the 6th one. Can we do it again? Oh, no, we wasted one. I couldn't get it perfect every time. That's not bad. Here's the last one. Ah, went too far. I'm wasting several now. Comes the last one. Alright, go. I wasted one there too. Alright, now I can get out and run down here and be here to manually shut it off. Not too bad. They'll mine more coal, or mine more iron ore. Not that big of a deal. Every time I look down there, it stops going. There's the last one. And now we got our train full of coal. I will set that in reverse, give it all the beans, turn off the brake. Really have to just get this going down over the hill, and then it's a matter of the gravity will take us down, and I'll just have to manage with some brakes. So I just want to get us rolling. This one I may have to actually run in forward gear to help counteract things. We'll see how it acts when I put the brake on. We don't want to be going much over 15 down. And what I can do is I can come down here. Whoa! If I don't fall off. If I fall off, that's going to be a problem. Okay, guess I'm not going backwards. Turn on some car brakes. Those car brakes don't act near as well as train brakes do. And so then I can just turn on my reverser and drag these down the hill. So now I've got those car brakes on. And I'll throw this in forward gear. And we can just kind of drag them down the hill. Three brakes might have been too much, so I'll turn this one off. Eight. With two trailer brakes on. I mean, two of the car brakes on. Don't worry, we're just gonna wear some flat spots in those in those brakes, in those wheels. No big deal. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? I know, I haven't been whistling. But again, it's just me. And you gotta admit these whistles aren't like the most satisfying whistles in the game either, so. I'm gonna say something controversial, and that is I'm going to give a positive opinion about the upcoming possible Centuries of Steam. Watch their video and listen to all the whistles and their about their technology that they have to recreate the steam whistles, and oh my gosh, that is amazing. They sound amazing. They sound amazing. So I hope the game comes out half as good as what everybody is saying it's going to be. I personally think that I don't have room in my life to be a naysayer of something that's still in its development stages, right? So even like this game, there's plenty of shortfalls that it has, but it's still in its development stage. They're still putting it together, they're still refining it, they're still doing stuff, so I don't focus too much on the shortfalls of the game, like the issue with the brakes and stuff like that. I mean, it is what it is, and eventually they'll fix it. So, yeah, I mean, there's no need to allow stuff like that to like ruin your enjoyment of something that for the most part works pretty good. So yeah, absolutely. I absolutely enjoy Railroads Online. I enjoy Derail Valley too. Like, But like, if you wanted to compare Railroads Online to Derail Valley, you really can't, because they're kind of apples and oranges in the types of games that they are right now. Not to mention that one is still in beta, so I haven't played any of the Steam engines on Derail Valley, simply because I hear that they are very particular. They're hyper real, or very real, so it's not like one of these. The Steam engines on this game, you're not going to blow them up. One of the things about Derail Valley is it definitely does have a ability to blow stuff up. In fact, I know that some people absolutely just, that's what they love to do, is get on Derail Valley and blow shit up. So, but that's not, that's fine. But that doesn't happen here. Like, you can derail stuff, throw it all around, and it's not going to blow up. The worst thing you can do is just have to walk around trying to find cars that got yeeted half into Summersville. So, anyway, running a steam engine here, I'm not going to blow it up because I ran out of water or oversteamed it or whatever happens to be some of the issues. But I hear that on Derail Valley you can. Does that make Derail Valley a bad game, in my opinion? No, it just means that I'll have to have a particular kind of day to desire to have to get in and get that much of a technical on running the steam locomotive in Derail Valley. Is that likely to happen? Yeah, someday. Someday I'll get to the point where I'm past my beginning phases, like I am right now, about learning all this stuff, to where I know enough about steam engines, and specific steam engines in particular, like the exact models that I'd be simulating. Then I'll get interested in learning how to drive them. That absolutely would interest me. Not something that interests me today, though. Tell you what, I have been going for an hour and 13 minutes, so I'm going to park this consist here, have it ready to deliver the iron ore later, and I am going to call it a night. We have got a caboose way down there, but it is not in the way, so I will leave it where it's at. I obviously don't have brakes on it, so I'll walk down here and throw a brake on. It is kind of in the way, but I'm the one who's going to be running on this anyway. At least it's not in the way of the main, so this track is the one that comes through that's the main, because it backs up into the Y. So as long as we're not in the way of that one, we're okay. Here's a question I have. This is something I want to learn about. Tell me about, if you're watching this and you know anything about it, tell me how I use these properly. I've got a yellow, a green, and a red. Is that like, like traffic lights? What does that signify? Teach me, Obi-Wan. How do I properly use the corner marker lights on my caboose? The caboosin. I don't know. I don't know how to use those properly. So, yeah, I need to learn that. Let's see, we'll turn the lights off. Headlight off. Interestingly enough, you can open the front hatch and turn the headlight on and off. Because you're basically lighting it, or you can just kind of touch the back and do it. Headlight off. Look at it, it shines. Does it shine through? It does. It shines through the other one. That's great. Headlamp off. Alright. Let's go ahead and throw a brake on each one of these, just in case something gets disconnected. And cue backing song. Haha. Alright guys, well, I hope you thumbs up it, like, comment. Let me know what I need to do. How do I use these lights correctly? Teach me how to use these lights correctly, and then one of my upcoming videos I will tell the world that I found out. And maybe I'll even give you a shout out to say that you were the one who helped me understand it. Be my Obi-Wan. This is BearJangles. and I appreciate you. Thanks for your time this time. And until next time, have a great time.